So boom, this man sits up in a congressional hearing, straight-faced talking about New York City has spent $6.9 billion on migrants in the last 4 years. 6.9 billion. That's billion with a B, baby. Like Beyonce money, like Oprah money. But instead of getting anything useful, like pothole repairs or rent relief, we get what? More tent cities and free hotel stays for folks who ain't even pay a MetroCard fare. And you know they tried to make it sound all responsible, talking about sanctuary city policies build trust between immigrants and law enforcement. Ain't nobody trusting a broke city. The only thing being built is a bigger deficit. The only people getting sanctuary are the same folks Eric Adams is now complaining about draining the budget. How you mad at a policy you've been defending, sir? Pick a struggle. Meanwhile, y'all regular New Yorkers can't even get a decent subway ride without a rat paying the fare first. But best believe the Ritz-Carlton for migrants is fully booked on your tax dollars.
Mayor Johnston, coming back to you. How much did your city spend on illegal immigration? Do you have a round number?
Over the last couple of years on all newcomers, whatever their status was, it's around $79 million since 2022.
$79 million. Mayor Johnson, Chicago. How much has the city of Chicago spent on illegal immigration?
If you're referring to the 2022 up to 2024 of the buses coming from Texas, roughly the same percentage of the state of Texas, about 1% of our overall budget.
What is that? Because we don't have the city's budget in front of me. Numbers.
It's 1%, and if you want the actual calculation, we can make sure someone...
You're the mayor. You don't have the math in front of you.
It's 1% of the overall budget over the last 4 years.
That's why you're a failing
which
mayor.
is
Mayor
the same
Adams,
number that was sent from us from the state of Texas.
How much did the city of New York actually spend on illegal immigration? Mayor Johnson, I already asked you. You don't have a hard number. And if you don't have a hard number, you're not running your city well. Mayor Adams, how much did the city of New York actually spend on illegal immigration?
$6.9 billion of taxpayers' dollars.
$6.9 billion of taxpayer money on a problem that was fostered on the American people. Mayor Wu, in the city of Boston, how much did you spend?
We don't ask about immigration status and delivering city
You don't
services,
ask
so
about
we
how
don't
much
have
money
that
the city of Boston has spent on illegal immigration?
We
Are
don't
you out of your
distinguish
mind?
between immigration status.
Do you
as
manage
part
your
of our
budget
city
or
policy.
not, Mayor Wu?
That is how we keep
Mayor
our city
Wu,
safe.
do you manage
we
your
have
budget
the
or not?
numbers to prove it. I manage my budget. I have a AAA bond rating dating back 10 years.
So to the city of Boston,
budget.
just understand that your mayor does not care how much of your resources she has spent on people who are not citizens
The city
of
of Boston
the city of
is
Boston.
sick of having
I'm
people
reclaiming my
outside
time.
Boston
Mr.
telling
Bear,
us what
Mr.
we
Bear, I have
need.
a question for you because I understand Cato's perspective when it comes to illegal immigration. I understand that the Cato Institute for a long time has had a standard of actually having open immigration into the United States. Generally speaking, I don't want to get into specifics.
We support legal immigration. We want immigration to be legal.
Let me ask you this question, because one of the great libertarians of the modern era, Milton Friedman, famously said, you can either have open borders or a welfare state, but you have to choose. Mr. Beer, what do you choose?
Milton Friedman said he wanted to allow illegal immigration to continue. I disagree with Milton Friedman's position on that. We should have legal immigration and build a wall around the welfare state, not around the country. That's in the best interest of taxpayers.
And I would argue that under the current system where you have sanctuary cities popping up, it is not possible to build that wall. So America has to choose. Mr. Beer, you're done. America has to choose between securing our nation or protecting the taxpayer. I choose secure the nation. I yield back.
Now, don't get me wrong, I got a heart. I ain't saying folks shouldn't get help, but let's be real. We can't afford to be the world's free Airbnb when we got homeless veterans, single mothers struggling, and rats that qualify for Section 8 at this point. $6.9 billion, Eric. Baby, the only crisis here is your math skills. Ain't no way we had that kind of money and still got rent going up like it's a luxury brand. Look, at the end of the day, New York been looking like a whole episode of Scammed and Confused. And Eric Adams is the main character. If y'all are still voting for this nonsense, just go ahead and hand your paycheck directly to the next migrant bus pulling up at Port Authority. Might as well cut out the middleman. I'm done. Somebody cue the sad violin for New York taxpayers. Y'all stay blessed and budget conscious. Bye.